Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing Aurora. We got Aurora practice for the final pro quest that I'll ever get to play Aurora with in Classic Constructed. I gotta admit, it's a little weird to sit here and talk about how I'm never going to play Aurora again after this weekend in Classic Constructed because she's over 900 points, so the odds of her hitting LL are very, very high this weekend. I gotta admit, I don't know. It's a little weird to sit here and think about, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, this is the same list that I played last week and won a ProQuest with. We'll go ahead and pull it up and talk about it here for a second. This is the same list that I played last week that I won my ProQuest on. Don't forget, if you are playing at ProQuest this weekend and you would like my sideboard guide, all my matchup guides and stuff like that, you can get that by being a YouTube member or a Twitch sub. It's going to be in the Discord. All you got to do is link it. And then yeah, so Saturday is the final Aurora ProQuest, and I don't know, I'm excited, like also feels kind of weird at the same time, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It should be an interesting weekend. I'm excited to play in a ProQuest though. Yo, Trent, Dot, Mekado, Doubt, Valur, Donald, Dave, how is everybody? Time to push Fi over the edge too. I'm not gonna lie, I can go with playing some Fi after Aurora goes. Y'all can talk me into that. Hey, Valur, I'm good, buddy. How are you? You doing all right, man? Don, I gotta agree. It is pretty bittersweet, man. It is pretty bittersweet to, like, see her go. But having 2 ProQuests on her, one from each of the last 2 seasons, it's also kind of like probably time for her to go, right? You know? So, hey, Jason, what's up, dude? Yo, Huckler, thank you for the Prime sub, dude, on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brandon, I think that's you, buddy. If it is, I appreciate it. Had to renew my Prime sub. Oh yeah, so when you do a Prime sub, it makes you renew it. It doesn't do it automatically, it makes you do it. But Huckler, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that whole bunch. Yo, Ben with 20 months of big support. My man said, Cooper and Knox say hi. Dude, let's go. Ben, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Yo, let's go. And Carly with 20 months of big support. My love, my wife. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate it. Guys, all the love and support means a lot. I appreciate it. Does Aurora have any game in LL? With Somersault being restricted, there's definitely a little bit of question about like how it feels. But yeah, I mean, she top 8'd multiple battle hardens in LL before they restricted Somersault, so I think it's very possible, to be honest, Donald. I think so. Yeah. Also, Jason, what's up, dude? Hey, Scoop, what's up, buddy? All right, so to start off the stream tonight, we're going to be playing games against Brandon, who's hanging out in Twitch chat. Shout out for the Prime sub. We're going to be playing some games against Brandon to start off the stream tonight. He's playing Florian. And I think he's playing Florian and Victor into us. He might just be playing Florian, I'm not sure. But we are going to get some games going against Brandon. It should be a good time. All right, let's see. We got Brandon. I just sent you the deck or the game link. You should have that, so we'll be able to get some games going. But yeah, we're just kind of practicing like for our one final ride tonight. It's going to be our practice for our one final ride. I'll drop from chat. No. Florian's good, man. I like playing against Florian. I think we're supposed to go second, right? I gotta look over here to make sure. Florian, we do go second against. All right, let's do best of luck and have fun. Yo, let's go. Trent with 17 months of big support on YouTube. Gotta ride the lightning one last time. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Trent, thank you so much for the 17 months, brother. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. I really appreciate all the love and support from you guys to start out the stream tonight. It really means a lot. All right, so against Florian, we're on full combo. I actually don't have full combo slotted here in my deck, which is really weird. I have Crown of Dominion in, but not Ether Ironweave. Interesting. And then we're on snaps in this matchup. All right, so we're on snaps, and then, yo. What's up with the cards? What's up with the pictures being gone? That was weird. All right, so it's Exudes, Scars, and Flickers, I'm pretty sure, is what I play in this matchup. Yeah. All right. That's why we make the sideboard guide, so we can follow exactly what we're supposed to be doing. That's exactly why we make the sideboard guide. Let's get it. All right. Early Flicker Wisp was good. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to sideboard in the. I think I'm supposed to sideboard in the AB so that I can look for the pieces there. I don't know. Could be tough. Glad to catch you live. I was practicing your Aurora latest list, and I find myself preferring the Earth Ice list, and I'm not a fan of Summit. Any thoughts? I honestly don't hate that thought, Lasterman, if I'm being entirely honest, because there has definitely been, there was definitely like some like issues that I ran into, I will say, that I was not a fan of. Yeah, I think I was supposed to bring in the, but yeah, no, I completely get it. Like the Earth Ice blend definitely felt a little bit better, I think, when I was playing it the other day. The like full ice version is like fine, but I think you need to be on more 3-blocks and just more like straight aggression, if I'm being honest. Is kind of how it felt to me. I mean, this is our hand. This is our hand. We drew it pretty early, thankfully. We drew it pretty early, which is kind of nice, to be honest. Yo, Annabelle, what's up? Watching Vanguard Worlds at 2 a.m., but here we are. But here until then? Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're hanging out with us. So I think we're going to go Flicker Wisp into Arc Lightning, even though it's technically one less point. If we go Flicker Arc, I can throw Snatch, and then if Brandy goes for the Purgatory, we just get to somersault it back. So I like that better. We're going to go 2 Arcane into 2 Arcane here. Flesh and Pod. I bet that's a podcast. I feel like I've heard that before. I feel like I know that. Yeah, I think Slippy really struggles into Florian, right? Like I think that's a tough matchup. Because this is just going to be 2. And then it's going to be Snatch for Forgo again. I'm really, really hopeful that Brandon gives me the Face Purgatory here. Would feel really good if we got Brandon's Face Purgatory on turn 3. I guess like our second turn. I'm going to say no blocks here. Reduce to Rune Champ. Paying 1. That's fine. So in the damage step, we'll somersault this. 2 arcane damage. We'll see how Brandon decided he wants to play this. So he does take 2. I mean, we could go Lightning Surge and then save the combo for later, but I feel like we might as well go for it here, right? Like we have it lined up. We don't know how many chances we'll get. We might as well just get aggressive. Drawing Serenade is absolutely insane here. So we're gonna go Embodiment of Lightning and Skizik. Drawing the Serenade there is just crazy cracked. Like, it's just insane. The value is insane. We also could have technically have played around this by pitching the Snatch to the Starfall here, but I doubt we're going to get the Purgatory. We would have already gotten the Purgatory if we were going to this turn, I think. Hey, Tarugo, what's up, dude? Yeah, I think Florian just, like, kind of punishes a lot of decks right now, to be honest. Like, I think Florian just, like, kind of batters most of the decks in the game right now, which is kind of crazy to think about. I don't know if Brandon's supposed to give us all of the equipment there. I feel like that's a little aggressive. I don't know, because he knows we have the Snatch in hand. That feels a little incorrect to me. Prism is a nightmare? I believe that. Speak for yourself? Okay, whoa, I'm speaking for myself. I will speak for myself, Trent. I will speak for myself. So if we Snatch, is it worth snapping here? I don't think so. I was like, because this is probably a defense reaction, right? But man, if we could have snapped and then like, what would we have drawn? A Written in the Stars would have been absolutely cracked there. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of this. So we used a lot of tools there to be able to get ahead, but we also took a lot of Brandon's tools off the table. I guess blocking, I think that blocking with the equipment was so aggressive there on the Skizik. I don't think it was correct. Yeah, you probably feel pretty good about that. Better lucky than good. Yeah, I mean, I'm a firm believer that like that was better lucky than good right there every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Hey, what's up, Josh? Defense reaction, I'm sure. Yeah, makes sense. And then we can throw the Heaven's Claws, activate Aurora. It's not an ideal turn to be stuck with 2 blues and like really only one source of go again here, but we probably force another card out of Brandon's hand, activate Aurora, and then arsenal the Lightning Surge. Lightning Surge like doing a really powerful job here of just helping us set up. Now the embodiment with Lightning Surge could be a little bit of a... Okay, he's going to make 5 Rune Chants. So we're going to go E-Strike, draw card, putting this on the bottom. Scar for a Scar? I mean, it's fine. We can end on it, right? So we get to go Rabble, Lightning Surge, Scar for Scar, Arsenal, Flicker Wisp. So our hand is 5, 4, 4, 4. So it's 17 card 4, Arsenal card. Not bad. I made Jarl cry with Florian today. Yo, Josh, are you playing Florian, dude? Played Lightning Lexi in Project Blue with Death Dealer Snapshot and dealt 20 damage on 1 turn. I actually firmly believe that, Annabelle. It's kind of funny that you bring that up. Tomorrow's video is about Project Blue. I think the format's going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for Project Blue. I was looking at like the band lists and some stuff like that, and it looks pretty sweet. So check out tomorrow's video on Project Blue. We're talking about some of the decks that I think could be competitive, some of the things I think could be viable. Some of it is a little personal bias. And then we also talk about the format as a whole. So I don't do too many videos where I just like mindlessly ramble, but that is one of them. So if you like that kind of stuff, be sure to check it out tomorrow. Trent and Silent ruined the format for you. What did Trent do to you? Trent, what did you do? What did you do to Annabelle, bro? Felling is not great. I mean, we have to take the Rune Chance. We don't have any Arcane Barrier. This is only going to be for 4, though, right? Yeah, so we're going to put the Lightning Surge on the bottom. So this goes to the bottom. We block here, and then it's Snatch Lightning Press. Are there enough? There are. It's 2 Fellings out of the way, which does feel pretty good. I won't lie. I like getting the second Felling out of the way. I know that Brandon was kind of put into a weird spot because like we had combo on turn when he had like a lot of reds in hand. I don't think I'm gonna snap here. All right, well, I think that was incorrect timing to play that regardless, if I'm being honest. I think you're supposed to, like, let me pass reactions before you do that because there's a chance I'm gonna snap there. And I think that was just a little too early for what we were looking for. Both sides of Burn Up and Shock. So we're just going to try and like push the on-hit effects. Well Grounded is turned on now. So we get to go Burn Up and Shock, Skyward Serenade, Embodiment, and Skizik. 4 go again. I played 1 game with my hee hee ha ha Intimidate deck and did the thing. Oh, so you just did the thing. So you just did the thing is what happened. That's hilarious. We have the option to go like we could have went Arcanic Shockwave, Fuse, Snap, and then went Serenade Skizik into Static Shock, but I don't really want to give up snaps here. Your all decks want to be defensive and play Fatigue. I actually don't know that, like, I think that, like, good Jarl players have a plan into OTK, Florian. I'm not saying it's the best plan in the world, but, like, you can set up Crumble, Smack of Reality with Pummel and actually get them. Thoughts on Valda? I'm scared her ability won't be on most of the time, like Fang, and end up being meh. Oh, dude, I'm going to be playing a lot of Valda. I'm going to be playing a lot of Valda, Lasterman, if I'm being honest. So I got 20 health problem. I mean, I feel like the BS is less BS, right? Oh. That sucks. Well, now we have a couple of options here. I think we're just going to block to block. I mean, I think I'm going to play this hand out because there's no defense reactions here, and I would like to force this a little bit here. I mean, if I go Arc Lightning, throw Snatch, pitch Skizik to Starfall, and then throw the Lightning Surge, like, we have what I would call, like, a super mediocre turn. The Plow Under coming on exactly that turn is very unfortunate for us. I kind of hate that, to be honest. That feels pretty bad. Valda's awesome. I'm actually very excited to play Valda, to be honest. I am very excited to play Valda. We'll see if this gets blocked or not. I'm curious to know if it does. That all you got would be pretty bad for us. Giving up Well Grounded here seems interesting. I'm just going to Arsenal the Lightning Surge and set up for next turn. Could be another Plow Under, but... So it's Lightning Surge for 4 go again. It's probably going to be the D-React that Brandon just Arsenaled. No, 1 from hand. Okay. There's no reason to play the Lightning Press here. We already have our Lightning effect turned on, so this is 2 go again. Any plans already which hero you'll go with after Aurora is gone? So Maddie, I mean, it's probably just going to be Florian, right? Like, Florian just seems really powerful. I have definitely considered playing, like, some other heroes because I think that there are other powerful things in the format that you can be doing besides Florian. You know, like, some of the Guardians are on my list just because I like Guardians, to be honest. But that's more of, like, a personal preference of just enjoying the Guardian gameplay. This is probably just a defense reaction from Arsenal if I had to guess. Did I miss something? Oh, I targeted the wrong thing. Never mind. Phew, I targeted the wrong thing. Yo, Sam, what's up, dude? If it isn't the most recent card guy, huh? Look at you, boy. Dude, I'm super happy for you, man. I was like, got nothing but love for you, Sam. I'm super happy to see that you're doing well and living it up, fam. I love that for you, brother. I love that for you. This might just be a Snap's turn, to be honest. So we have a couple of options here, and we have to consider how we want to play this turn. Katu? Valk. I don't know. Valk's kind of living in a... I don't know what world Valk's living in. So if we go both sides of Burn Up and Shock, I think trying to push the Burn Up and Shock will buy us enough room with the Arc Lightning that we can Arsenal it and try to find the last copy of Flicker Wisp that we haven't seen yet. Hopefully this buys 2 cards. Nope. I mean, this is the part of the game that we have to fight through. It's very unfortunate, but there's not much else we can do about it, to be honest. It's just the world we're in. Yo, Liam, let's go, man. Dude, 5 months at tier 1, dude. How are you feeling with Aurora having terminal LL? I mean, I love Flesh and Blood, you know? We'll play more Flesh and Blood, you know? Like, that's just, I'll find other things to play, you know? I really don't want this to get covered up by 2 cards, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't want to, like, just go E-Strike and then this get hit. But I don't think E-Striking the Arc Lightning to the bottom of the deck is correct. The other option we have is to go Exude Confidence, which we probably should have led on if that's the play we were going to make. Because we could have went Exude, pitch E-Strike to Starfall, and then done that, which means it would have been better that way. So I think we've kind of, like, priced ourselves into making the 7 play and hoping that we can strip more than just 2 cards here. But there's been a card in Arsenal for a hot minute now that I think that Brandon's had multiple chances to play off of 2-card hands, and we know it's not. Felling. All the Fellings are gone, and there's only 1 Plow Under left. So it feels like it's not Plow Under. I don't like. It feels like it's not Arsenal Disruption. That does not get you there. That leaves you 1 short, which means Burn Up connects. I mean, it's 4 extra damage that we're dealing here. I feel pretty good about that turn cycle. I mean, we might just be playing this hand out, to be honest. Yeah, so it was Channel. That was the other option. Yeah, I think with Brandon at 8, we're just going to go for it. I think we're just going to go for it, and we're just going to try to get, like, super aggressive here. The funny part is, like, I don't even have the Flicker Wisp. But it might just be good enough without it for us to try and close the door here. Will she be the only new hero? The only new hero that I'm going to try? No, I'm also going to play a lot of Puffin. I'm actually very excited to play Puffin, to be honest. I really like that this hand has a blue and, like, does the whole thing very well. This hand plays very well with what we're trying to do. We're going to play Exude because this could really force Brandon into a tight spot, depending on what his hand looks like to block. We are going to snap, and then we're going to go Starfall. Like, this hand's worth snapping. We're going to go snap. It's going to be 1 Arcane coming at ya. Starfall for 5, go again because of the sizzle into Ravenous Rabble. This just feels really good. This just feels really good, I think. Puffin does look cool, Scoop. I agree. I'm very excited for the idea of, like, cranking golden cogs. Yo, Pyreball, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. And those questions are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. No! Damn. I needed that to be for 4. Because if it's for 4, if there's not a card that blocks 5, it ends the game. So yeah, so Brandon's gonna go. Man, if Brandon goes to 1, I would be blown away here. Are there any burn up and shocks left, or is that all of them? There's 1 burn up and shock left, which means if we draw it, we could just end the game. So let's see how he plays this out. So when he goes for the Arcane Season Life, he has no more cards in hand. We get to just shock him. We also had lethal next turn. It didn't matter because of AB1. Let's see. We threatened 29. We'll offer a full rematch here. I know that Brandon wanted to play a couple of games here to practice for... I think Brandon's going to Minneapolis. I don't know if Minneapolis is this weekend or next weekend. I need to update my Florian sideboard because I don't think I have this set up correctly. I actually have 2 headpieces in here and no chest piece in here, so I'm very sorry if you guys were running my sideboard guide and saw this. I'm wondering if we're supposed to be on snaps in this matchup, or if because we're trying to set up and combo them, we're supposed to be on the Greaves. I still think we're supposed to be on... We're going to try it with snaps again. That's how I have it set up to go. But we're going to try it and see how it feels. We also never played a single copy of Channel Lightning Valley that game, which is really weird. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've played games against Florian and won where I didn't play a single copy of Channel Lightning Valley. Sorry, so I keep like my decks in a specific order when I'm on Talishar, and let's see. Good luck, have fun. I'm just gonna create a rune chant and just arsenal the lightning surge and pass. Just interested in trying to set up here. The shock was pretty cool, right? The shock was pretty cool. Dude, Gravy Bone's name is awesome, Annabelle. You got to get off the hate train. The name is awesome. I think we're going to arsenal the sizzle here. So we have a couple of options, right? Either way, we're making an embodiment here, but I think we're gonna leave the lightning surge in arsenal. Maybe maybe we arsenal the sizzle here. The sizzle does work very well if we draw into combo, but so does lightning surge. They all do, right? Like it all works very efficiently. I think we're just gonna leave the lightning surge there. There's no reason to really do anything with it. One thing that I really like about Sizzle is that it helps us play around that all you got with Starfall, which is very powerful in my opinion. Yo, Fabdom, what's up, dude? I appreciate that, man. I was telling Trent that I really enjoyed putting that thumbnail together. For anybody who does not know, I am a huge fan of the Fast and Furious series. So like to get a little personal here, my mom has taken me to see every Fast and the Furious together. We have went and seen every one that has come out. Now at this point, you know, like Carly goes with us, and like, you know, like all my siblings come with us. It's like a whole family thing. We all get together and go. But my mom has taken me to see every Fast and the Furious that's came out since the very beginning, because of how much I like cars, and I like you know, like I really enjoy like cars, and I'm an adrenaline junkie. So Fabton, Carly, my wife, bought me like my license plate on my car says "Live life a quarter mile at a time." So hell yeah, brother, hell yeah. All right, what is? I'm terrified of what Brandon's got over here, making me think I should have thrown this at him. Yo, this hand slaps, bro. If I play him in an IRL tournament, I will give my opponent dog biscuits. You know what? I don't think I would be upset if someone gave me dog biscuits if I played against Gravy Bones, bro. I love Polycranka. I am actually very excited. I see. Now you're going to hit me with the old Scepter of Pain. No? Interesting. Okay. So it's going to be Exude. I love starting on Exude with a freaking embodiment in play, bro. Get those Scooby snacks out. Also would not be bothered by that. Oh, dude. Joke's on you. Before we get to defense reactions, we're going to make this 10, brother. The funny part is, like, with the blue, it didn't matter. He could not Purgatory me here, and it would not have mattered. This also just really works out because now there's no defense reactions, and we're just pushing through 7 points of damage. Then it's going to be Starfall for 2, and we're going to activate Aurora and pass. I know that Brandon has multiple ways to disrupt my arsenal and like really like apply a lot of pressure, but I'm going to keep trying to set up 5-card hands here with embodiments if I can. I have no interest in like, you know, trying to like put myself out. Channel the Millennium Tree. Hit me with the old Scepter of Pain. I mean, we could just lead on the Skizzik here, right? Like, it's just the best play is just to lead on the Skizzik. And we have the channel we can try to get him with here. If Fab did Secret Layers, I would buy Scooby-Doo Gravy Bones. I am very thankful that Fab does not do that kind of stuff. I actually feel like that's been one of the big detriments to Magic's, like, selling points. Which is a pretty unpopular opinion by me, but... Yo, stop. We'll come in with the Starfall, and we're just gonna hope to like peel an Arc Lightning here off the top of the deck. I mean, I think it was Billy Pistol was telling me that statistically, once in every 7 turns, you draw the combo. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Like, I trust Billy because, you know, Billy's my guy. Flicker Wisp. Is this turn as insane as I think it is? So we get to go Flicker Wisp fused with Arc Lightning written in the stars. And we have the channel in play, brother. Brother. Oh, no. Well, discarding that and a red is less than ideal. I imagine there's a blue coming after it. No, it's all reds. Okay, so we have officially been snubbed here. Snuffed? I don't know. Skizzik for 4. 1 prevention floating. I assume we're going to decompose. Arcane damage. Which... Okay, so now... Wait a second. I could play this card. The last card I played was a lightning card, and then my next action card gets go again. And we will have dealt Arcane at that point in time. Because the Well Grounded is not turned on here. I mean, yeah, this is like a really cool turn. Yo, what's up, Electrum? Yeah, there's a ProQuest this weekend. It's actually my local ProQuest this weekend. So I am pretty excited about it. Draw a card off the channel, and then it's written in the stars with go again. I mean, are we just doing the whole thing here? I mean, I feel like we're supposed to, right? Like, Brandon's at a low life total. Like, we just... He drew quad reds here on, like, our combo turn, and we just have it all. So, if I go Burn Up and Shock... I can go Burn Up and Shock both sides for 2 and 2. And then Entwine Lightning, no fuse, into Throw the Starfall. I mean, yeah, this is crazy. This is actually wild how good this turn is. Real question is, what do you do in that instance? Try for the gold foil? Oh, you're talking about like this weekend? I mean, yeah, so I went to a ProQuest last weekend, actually, that I won. And I'm not going to lie, I don't feel as bad. So I learned that because... I learned that because I have my invite already through finishing top 14 at the PT, that whoever comes in second place gets their invite to Singapore no matter what. So I don't really feel like I'm sniping anybody. So I do feel a little bit better about it that way. Makes me feel a little bit better about the whole situation. And then we're going to pitch Channel to come in. So it's going to be 2 and then 5 Arcane and then 2 Arcane. Yeah. I have to admit, like, Brandon might not be super happy about those games we just played. Because that is... Like, we just high-rolled the crap out of Brandon. Yeah, Brandon, I'm sorry, buddy. I know you said you wanted to test, and I feel bad because, like, I just absolutely high-rolled both of those games, dude. We went second the first game, and then we played against Florian. We went first, and we got the win. Let's see. Had combo on turn 2 against OTK to rip equipment and every card Brandon blocked. Oh, I've missed one. Hang, let me jump back over here. Yo, let's go. Electrum with 10 months of Prime support. Dude, Electrum, thanks so much, brother. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot, man. I really appreciate that. Brandon blocked with equipment on a turn I wasn't sure about. So, Brandon, there is one thing I will say, and I only, like, I say this because I know you're testing for Minneapolis. During the first game, you blocked a Skizik that had no on-hit effects. Like, there was no on-hits, there was no nothing, and I'd already dealt damage to you, so there was no possibility of channel. And you gave me the Bark Skin, and you gave me the Grasp, and I didn't really understand why. Because we were pretty close in life total, and, like, you didn't have Florian turned on or 4 cards, so it seemed like kind of a waste of a block. And then I had the Snatch later in the turn that you were able to protect, but you had to give up Face Purgatory to do. So it felt like kind of a weird block with your equipment there. Just something to think about. Oh, yo, let's go. Another one I missed. Yo, let's go. More with 5 months of Prime support, dude. More. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support and the love tonight. You guys are in full force tonight, dude. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, guys. Game, let's see. Full combo turn with Burn Up, Shock, and a CLV out from the turn before. I high rolled. I have no problem, like, writing down that I high rolled, because honestly, like, as the aggro players, sometimes we do. Like, sometimes we just high roll and it's just like high roll city and that's just all there is to it. So I mean, sometimes it just be that way, you know? And, like, it's okay to write notes about that, in my opinion. It's okay to say that you got high rolled, but if you are someone who finds yourself saying you got high rolled a lot, then I encourage you to kind of take a little bit of a deeper look at your games there. Yo, what's up, James? Recognized it immediately after doing it. I mean, yeah, that's fair, man. Like, I get it. I just wanted to point it out to you because I didn't want, like, I know you were testing, so I wanted to, you know, make sure that you were aware of, you know, stuff like that, man. This is a hi, dude. What a name. YH here. Oh, this is Y from Twitch chat. Now it dawned on me. See, if you say your name, like, at some point it hits me, like, it dawns on me. So we want the defense reactions. We want these scars. We want combo. And we're going to cut lightning presses in this matchup. This is so fresh in my mind because this is the deck I just played against at the ProQuest in the finals, Asterman. Yo, let's go, Lasterman. Thank you for the double support. I know you're hanging out on YouTube as well. I appreciate the double support, man. It means a whole bunch. Thank you. Let's see. Vincent. We are going second, unfortunately, which is less than ideal. But we're just going to have to do our best to win anyway. It's just how it goes. One of my codex journal entries from PT says Drew poop in the entirety of the comment box. I mean, bro, that's how it be sometimes, though. That is, like, how it be sometimes, fam. I think we're going to play channel and make the embodiment here. Like, having the channel here is just insane on turn 0, so... Dude, so I'm not gonna lie, Fapton, like, I actually meant to message you the other day because I am a firm believer that one of the only reasons I won the finals of that ProQuest was because of all my games against you. Yo, Lasterman, let's go. Thank you for the Prime sub, dude. I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot. I really appreciate the support, brother. Means a lot. But yeah, Fapton, I literally told the guy, I said, I feel like I've done as well in our game as I've done because one of my buddies like really came through with the practice for me. And I was actually really hyping you up at the ProQuest, talking about how, like, I feel like I had a lot of reps into the deck. And like the guy, like, you know, like, not like, in his defense, he made a few misplays. And it was a very close game. And I think if he like, there's a couple turns where I think if my opponent had made a couple of better plays, I think they would have beat me, to be honest. So at Fabden, I think you would have beat me is what I'm trying to say. James White said otherwise. What did James White say? Pro Tour re-queue invites don't pass down, by the way. Only ProQuest. Okay, so I am going to say this. Matt W., like, I don't know if you guys know who Matt W. is, but he was at the Pro Tour with me, and I literally watched him stand 5 feet from James White and ask James White, will the invites pass down? And he said, and his words were, if the person qualified through like the PT at London, they will pass down. So again, take that for what it's worth, but so we're gonna go Ravenous Rabble here. Drawing to blue actually feels really good. We're Vincent players. We all make misplays. I mean, you guys are playing like the hardest deck, like one of the hardest decks in the game, in my opinion, bro. Like, honestly. Yeah, Brandon, dude, I'm glad we got to play the games, man. They were really like, it's kind of weird because as well as I drew, it feels weird about the whole thing, but I did really enjoy the games, brother. I did really enjoy the games, and I appreciate you helping me practice and stuff, man. Getting some reps in. My opponent could Purgatory me here. If they do, we will just shock them in response, which I know they can cover, but I'm pretty interested in just trying to like pressure them here. This turns out this would have been a really, really good turn to hit them with a burn up and shock, but we already have a pretty good turn in front of us. I'm kind of hoping we draw a Sigil of Suffering here, and we can just be like, ka-chow. No Sigil of Suffering, but not a bad hand. So I think we're just gonna, they have another Deathly Well. We're gonna take the Rune Chance and go to 37. And I actually think I don't mind them taking a card out of my hand here if they have like a Succumb or a Cole in Arsenal, because I feel like we have a pretty redundant hand. Like, our hand is just nothing but 0 for 4s. It's not like my hand is completely contingent upon the fact that like they make a play or do something or do this or that. See, so like that, exactly. Like don't get me wrong, it's not good. I feel like we should just hit him with a snatch, right? Like, get rid of the snatch. Maybe it's the Static Shock. The Static Shock's worse than the Static Shockwave here, so we'll just give him that. I think that's fine. This matchup feels so weird to me from the other side. I mean, honestly, one thing that I would say, and I know that like you guys have been working together, and I'm not like being sarcastic or funny, but like one thing I would tell you, Trent, is like I have never felt so bad playing against this deck as I did when I played against Fabden the other day. Like a couple weeks ago, like when Fabden was helping me test, those were some of the worst games I've played into a Vincent, and I felt like I just could not get anything going. Like, nothing was working for me is exactly how it felt. We've already gotten the channel, so I think we just want to go like as tall as we can. So my gut tells me that it should be Arcanic Shockwave fused with Lightning Surge into pitch the Lightning Surge to Starfall, E-Strike, draw card. It's kind of what it feels like we should be doing here. We could also lead on the E-Strike, but I don't think that's correct. And I think optimizing the Arcanic Shockwave for damage, even though they've already given us the channel, is correct here, I think. I think that's the best sequence of plays here. Watch all your stuff on YouTube and mostly replays, so since I catch you live, I might as well sub. It's almost 2 p.m. where I live, so I have a nice evening. Yo, okay, well, dude, man. Wait, I assume you meant AM? Like it's 2 in the morning, I assume you meant? But dude, Lasterman, I appreciate the follow, I appreciate the sub, and I appreciate all the kind words, man. Hope you have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I assume defense reaction incoming. No. Okay. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of at a loss after that. I was expecting like blocks there. Like I was burn up and shock in a game where I'm already kind of winning, and then you give me Carapace on that? I cannot say I understand. We are going to go draw a card here. And if you don't want to give me... if they don't want to give me the Purgatory, then we're just in a really good spot. Ugh. One card too late. Yeah, Trent was actually like secretly telling me about the time snap sauce. I can't remember when that was we were having that conversation. That was a little bit ago. I was told to keep that a secret, is what I was told, but it sounds like Fabton's already been on it for a minute. Okay. Couple Sigil of Sufferings looking pretty good. Man, I really hope you play a card from your hand and then throw that Widespread Destruction at me, brother. Brother! This hand's actually not all that in a bag of chips, to be honest. This hand's kind of mid. This hand's kind of mid. I think we're just gonna block here, and then I'm gonna block with the Sigil of Suffering from hand. And then we're... Ooh, no, I can't do that, right? Oh, it's each hero who has lost life this turn, so I can do this. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Silas? How are you, buddy? There's no changes, man. There's no changes, Silas. I'm running it back. No, dude, good. No, man, like, Lasterman, please, no apologies necessary. I promise I wasn't, like, making fun of you or anything like that. I was just a little confused when I read it, so I just wanted to make sure I understood. But I apologize if that came off in like a negative fashion. I appreciate that you're up at 2 a.m. watching in France, buddy. It means a lot. I actually do not speak any French, so I apologize. I actually am trying to learn Mandarin right now, though. So Carly and I are going to Singapore for Pro Tour Singapore. And when I was looking... that said that the number, like the language that they speak the most in Singapore is actually English, is the #1 spoken language. But I thought it would be, fun to like try to learn Mandarin to like maybe help like us get around. Like if people speak Mandarin, it's on like one of the top 4 languages there. So I'm currently trying to teach myself Mandarin through the Duolingo app, which is proving to be a little bit more tricky than I thought it would be. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna block the Rune Chance again. Like we're on 8 blues, so like we're drawing pretty well right now. Our draws are lining up pretty well against what our opponent is trying to do. So I am going to, man, I really don't want to block with the Sigil of Suffering here is the awkward part. So maybe I'm supposed to play this a little different. I wonder if there's any world I'm supposed to block with the Purgatory here to try and make this happen. Or if I actually am supposed to just give them the extra rune chant here. I think I have to clear my arsenal out. As much as it sucks, I think I have to clear my arsenal out, and we're just going to have to hope that they make a mistake off the Sigil of Suffering play. Am I going to sound like John Cena in that one commercial? I don't even know what commercial we're talking about. And does John Cena do a commercial in Mandarin? No, I get it. I'm also not here to judge. I do understand what you're saying, Trent. I mean, we're just going to give up the coal here. Like, this is fine. So, gets their action point back, and then they're going to throw the Deathly Delight. So, they're going to go back to 15. They're going to get their Rune Chance. Oh, wow, that's really cool. That's a cool play. That's actually a really cool play. Our opponent made like a solid one there. That's good. Now we're getting to set up our Arc Lightning and Arsenal, which is just what we want to do anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Also, most French people struggle with French, so you're good. Mandarin is more worth the time investment, in my opinion, anyway. Good luck and have fun at your last Aurora Pro Quest. Dude, thank you, Lasterman. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I'd like to win another gold foil this season, but if not, then it is what it is. Yeah, we're just going to Arsenal the Arc Lightning. We're up 10 points with a full equipment suite. Normally, I would not try to pop off with double Arc Lightning, but I mean, double Arc Lightning is pretty good, right? Like, this hand's pretty solid here. Yo, Calcitin Asombroso. Really hope I said that right. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here to the channel, you're new, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. I would love to get to know you guys. There's an ad. There's an ad that John Cena does in Mandarin for an ice cream company. Oh, dude, let's go. I like ice cream. And I'm very slowly learning Mandarin. Perfect pronunciation. Listen, I'll take that, dude. I appreciate that, man. We take this and ship it. I mean, I'm a Josh here. I think we just have to keep this hand and just say F it, we ball, and just go get them. Like, this hand's stacked. I don't know why we wouldn't. Like, just take the value of this hand. Yo, John Sins, what's up, dude? You should watch it if you're going to learn the language. All right, I'll watch it. I'll pull it up. John Cena Mandarin commercial. Our opponent's having a little bit of a think tank here. I mean, Phantom Banshee is fine. The one thing that I will say that feels kind of like crisp right now is that we have seen a Succumb pitched. They blocked with a Succumb, and we have 2 Coals out of the deck. So, like, the odds of them having this, like, amazing turn, like, where they get to, like, have, like, major hand disruption is statistically unlikely. Now, with that in mind, like, it's very possible they do anyway, you know? So, the Malefics have done a really good job. I think I'm going to give them some equipment here just to kind of, like, save a little bit of life. Funeral Moon as an instant. Okay. So they're going to create an extra rune chain on the back. We fall to 15, and then we're going to have a day. They do have Purgatory kind of protecting them here, but they, like, I'm thinking that we could just, like, I think we're in a good spot with double Arc Lightning. This is a pretty aggressive turn that we get to have access to. I really wish we had the Flicker here. Like, I would trade this Lightning Surge for a Flicker any day of the week and twice on Sunday. I'm baffled they're not blocking. You sent me the John Cena video. Thank you, Trent. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna ship it. Like, this is the one we want to give go again. If we could make an embodiment, but we would be missing out on 4 points of damage. Starfall's kind of like a build your own Rosetta Thorn right now, so especially since Duolingo's kind of got worse over the years. Promoting their entire model as being AI. Is it really all AI? It's kind of sad. I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, it's a free way for me to try to learn the language. And, like, one of the things that I like about it is that, like, it talks to me. So, like, it says the words out loud, and then I get to repeat them back to like the app. And I think that's, like, one of the things that's helping me a lot. I'm definitely a, like, visual learner, like, or I'm a learn by doing kind of person. So having the ability to physically sit in front and, like, just, like, talk out loud has helped me, like, remember it a lot. Guys, by the way, if you are here on Twitch and you're kind of new to the channel, make sure you pop over to YouTube, !YT in the chat, I think is the link to the YouTube. We're close to, like, 2,900 subs on YouTube, so I'd appreciate the double support. I mean, also, for hanging out on, you know, YouTube, make sure you follow on Twitch. Goes a long way on both sides of the platform. That makes sense. Being able to engage with something, yeah, no, it definitely helps me a lot. Like, it helps my brain, like, process things a lot, for sure. Also, is anybody going to ProQuest this weekend? And if so, what are you playing? Tell me what spikes we're up to this weekend. Or are we all on the one last ride for Aurora train? So we take 4 rune chance, go to 11. makes 1 rune chain on the back end. We take 6, go to 5, and then they're gonna go to 4.
Let's freaking go. You love to.
The scar's not on, but I think it's okay. Yo, James Wakefield, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out, brother. It means a lot. I haven't got a single local PQ until like next week. Oh, that sucks, dude. Playing Aurora last ride. Oh, playing Syndra this weekend. Let's go. a Sililoshan? Dude, I can't even put that together. Dave's playing Acilio. Dave's playing Acilio is what he's saying.
You love to see it.
Yo, let's go. Finboy Friday. Dude, what a name. What a name. Dude, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out, man. It means a lot. PQ Auckland, and I'm on Sir Bolton. Okay, dude, let's go. I'm down for Sir Bolton. That sounds like fun. Bolton sounds like fun. Are you playing like combo Bolton? Let's force them to make a decision here. Oh, okay, dude. Listen, I'm here for it. I appreciate the double support, man. It means a lot. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Appreciate a whole bunch. I can get the YouTube link to the video. Yeah, hang on 1 second. It's gonna look kind of funny because I'm getting ready to post the link to the YouTube to both YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, it's there for you guys if you guys are interested. Got the combo kind of sideboarded for Count Your Blessings decks. I mean, that's fair. That makes sense. Played Aurora last week, got second, so close. Would have made it 48 wins for her. I mean, listen, Scoop, I think she's gone no matter what here, right? Like, I think she's gone no matter what this weekend. Okay, so because my opponent went to 1, we're going to take as many cards as we can out of their hand. Also, like, we're at 5. All we have to do is not die. I think them going to 1 was a mistake. But I was going to draw a card and try to set up a 5-card CLV hand. But now I'm interested in just taking as many cards out of their hand as I can. Reduced to rune chant is 2 rune chants. We do really need to draw a blue here. It could be awkward. Might be on Kano for my next few. I don't hate that. I don't hate Kano. Actually, I think Kano got a little bit better with everything going on. This is a blue. Oh, they just activated Flail. Lols for the memes. For the memes! Yeah, we had the blue in Shelter there, and like we could have went Skizzic, Burn Up, and Purgatory to like try and keep more cards, and we would have drawn into a Sigil of Suffering. Yo. Juiced. Juiced. We never didn't have it. We never didn't have it. We're running hot tonight, boys. I hope I'm not getting all my good luck out of the way before Saturday.
Love to see it.
Why, that was a brutal turn. I agree, man. The double arc lightning was insane. Yo, Max, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with us, man. It means a lot. Did you already played? Okay, so I didn't play See You Again because like of like copyright things and like they'll take all the ad revenue from my stream. But I really wanted to. I really wanted to like open up and it just be me singing See You Again. Because of how much I love that dude. How much I love that movie. I'm low on funds, and if I'd gone, I would have played Vincent. Hey, dude, there's nothing wrong with being financially responsible, Viller. In fact, I highly recommend you be financially responsible instead of just playing cards anywhere you go, you know? It's good to be financially responsible. I'm actually saving a lot more right now than I normally do so that Carly and I can go to Vegas in a few weeks, and then we can also go to Singapore in July. Let's see. Never hit combo turn, but had double arc lightning. My hands lined up very well early with blues and pressure. Was able to block efficiently for the first few turns. All right, we are rolling right along tonight. We're drawing pretty well, feeling pretty good. Decks all kind of coming together here. I'm trying to play my YouTube link as a freaking thing, like a boob. Good lord. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me, Smalls. Yo, let's go. Dot with that Prime sub, dude. Dot, thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate that a whole bunch, man. It means a lot. Aurora leaving is big for Kano. I actually really agree with that. I have no idea what the plan is here. I never know what to do into this deck. Because they always take stuff out of my hand. Like, I never know how to sideboard and stuff. Yo, Levy56, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, by the way, if you're here for the first time or you're new to the channel, whatever your story is, we got those 3 big questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat, guys. Prime subbed even though I'm on YouTube? See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's like massive culture right there. Be our 3rd game in 2 months, lol. So I played this guy and I was locked for top 8. And we played at a ProQuest. Let's see. We played at a ProQuest. Let's see. I guess we're just running Crown of Dominion. I don't know. Exudes, flickers, scars, even though they're never turned on. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, we played at a ProQuest like in the last round of Swiss, and then we played in the first round of top 8. It was, I think I won both of those games. Or no, it was an RTN. It wasn't a ProQuest. It was an RTN. Yeah, we played RTN. We played last round of Swiss RTN, and then we played in the top 8. Have you said what hero you'll be maining after Aurora? So Chris, I'm not 100% sure. But I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but it'll probably be looking so let's see. I'm not 100% sure what I'll be playing, but Florian looks to be one of the top contenders right now. So we're gonna block this for 2. I will not use Shock Charmers. And then I will block this for 1. Not use Shock Charmers. I'm gonna turn this off. And then I'm gonna play Channel. Man, I'm so good at this game. We've drawn Channel going second twice now. On turn 0. You love to see it. You love to see it, as they say. So we're gonna go Embodiment of Lightning, Skizik. Skizik. Man, Aurora is so easy. I mean, dude, you just draw all the cards that draw cards and you just do things. Like, okay, I mean, yeah, like, we're just gonna run it out, I guess. This is actually wild. Acilio looking at you following the Florian crowd. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun playing Acilio with Yudo the other day. So maybe we look at Acilio. I truthfully, I don't know what I'm gonna play. Like, I might go back to Victor. I don't really want to go back to Victor. I think Jarl's probably just better in the current meta. I don't know. We're just gonna pass. I mean, if I die from 40, I guess it is what it is. I mean, I guess it's possible though, right? Prognosticate. How much is this for? 1? All right, I'll take 1. I mean, yeah. Let's lead on this. Like, let's just lead on the card that forces the most cards here. Was Aurora Kano's current worst matchup? I think Enigma was worse, but yeah, I think that like it was pretty bad, to be honest. Oh, that sucks. So it's Sizzle 5. You have to kill me or block. There is no other option. We have now forced your hand, and we have a yellow in hand. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely possible we die, right? Like, you just never know what could happen. We could always die, but... I mean, I guess that's fair. Like, it probably did feel different than Prism. Wait. Did he just Kano and whiff? My man just Kano and whiff? Blocking 2 cards, I assume? Falls to 2? I mean, yeah, we'll just pass and Arsenal the Arc Lightning. Like, it's just a card that's going to force damage to start the game, to start the turn, so... We can even, like, throw a blue here and then have a blue next turn, which is crazy. Make a poll to decide what to play, Jarl or Florian. Man, I don't know. I don't listen, I got love for y'all, but I don't know if I trust y'all that much to just be leaving the fate of, like, of that up to everybody, what I'm gonna play after this. I also kind of want to play Dashio because I think Dashio does good into the fatigue decks with Max V. So I think Dashio is a good option. I also think Syndra's a really good option. Of like option decks you can play after this. So I don't know. Listen, I do trust the community, but man, like picking what I'm gonna play after this permanently, it's a big decision. Yo, Diablo, what's up, dude? Yeah, Prism was really bad too, Rakesh. That's very true. Was Enigma a good matchup for Kano? I honestly, if it was, I didn't know that. Decim, I could honestly, you could talk me into playing Fang. There's quite a few decks that I have, that I have the cards for. I just don't ever play because I've been playing Aurora. That like we can probably talk about like maybe me playing them. Syndra is really cool. Oh, a Syndra, dude, Aurora's LL this weekend, dude. Like she's hitting over 900 points, Brad. She's gone this weekend, brother. She's gone this weekend. Like capital G. She gone in a flash, baby. Going back to Guardian, I mean, I think a lot of people would argue that Florian might just be the better Guardian, right? I think a lot of people would argue that. All right, so it's going to be Ether Wildfire. Are you going to activate Metacarpus nodes? Yes. So it's going to be for 9. Oh, shit. I have to turn this on. Whoops. Sorry. Oh, it is on. My bad. It was on already. My bad. We're going to pitch a blue and crack this. We take 4, go to 35. And then... I mean, the crazy part is, like, we could still just be dead here. Just depends on what they Kano into, right? Are we paying for Metacarpus node? No. So I have taken a collective 9. Yo. I do enjoy the horse. Was this the one thing that killed me off the top? So this is 18. Man, that was crazy. I can't believe he actually pulled that off the top. That was wild. Double blazing is wild, dude. Threatens 63 damage. Dude, we're just getting rolled. We're getting rolled. Now, see, those are the kind of games we need to bring me back to center because I haven't lost to a Kano in a while. I win most of my Kano games, but man. Double wildfire and double blazing got me through. Let's see. Killed me through 2 blues and charmers. Man. Sheesh. I'm washed, boys. I'm washed. Everybody chalk it up. I'm washed. Skill issue. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You get it, Electrum. If Jarl comes strong, it's because Enigma is LL, then Syndra's going to have a hard time. I mean, yeah, like if you get like enough hypothermias, if you get hypothermia and you get if you get hypothermia and red Arctic incarceration, I think Syndra can have a bad time for sure. You just have to like play it well, which I did not the other night when I was playing against that deck. Let's see. So this says Crown of Providence instead of Purgatory. I don't exactly know how I feel about that. We're on Chest, Grasp, and Greaves, I believe. I don't know if I feel like this is correct or not. I mean, I guess they're on Command and Conquer, like we're trying to protect ourselves. We're on Combo, Scars, and Exudes. So it's like the same game plan we have into Florian, basically, except we're not on snaps. And we're not on like full combo. Because I don't think you need full combo here, right? Like I actually think that's incorrect. Verdance, and we're going first. They are on let's see. They are on Waning Moon. Just gonna pass an Arsenal. My man said, fine, I'll subscribe. Dude, after a beating like that, you should sub out of guilt, bro. I can't believe you ripped the second wildfire, dude. That was actually crazy. That was like a wild rip, dude. When you pull, like when you hit that off the top, like you should scroll a video back a few minutes and look at my face when you pulled that off the top, brother. I'm actually super okay with them playing this, right? Yeah, like we're gonna go to 38 and then we're just gonna play out our hand here, which is totally fine with me. Now they might be able to like stop the channel stuff here, but I think we're still gonna be okay. We're gonna lead on Ravenous Rabble. We're just gonna get aggressive here with the Ravenous Rabble. Hitting a Twine Lightning off the top. You like to see it. The book play was bold. I kind of like the book play was really cool because it gave you like a lot of value to try to like hit me with the Deathly Delight as well, which I thought was pretty good. But I am inclined to agree that it was a bold play. We're gonna show Serenade and Skizik, so we're gonna go 4 go again. Oh, they're on Plume, so they're just on like hard combo, right? Well, I guess they're not on hard combo because they're on Waning Moon, but you guys know what I mean. Skizik. And then we're gonna pitch the Serenade to throw Starfall and leave the Lightning Surge in Arsenal. 3 more turns at most. I mean, the game went like what, 5 or 6 more turns, I think. Why, if I remember correctly? Yo, Cusco, what's up, dude? Yeah, we need to keep the channel around. Like, just hitting channel early is just, it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. Drawing the Entwined Lightning was actually solid as well. I really like drawing the Entwined there. Worked out pretty well for us. The fact that my opponent was willing to take so much damage there kind of scares me a little bit. Especially considering like we have a channel in play. They wanted to put Ring into play, and they're going to pitch 2 reds to Waning Moon me. What are they doing? I mean, okay. And then they're going to gain some. Okay, so they wanted to gain life. I mean, I guess it's like virtually the same, right? So we're going to play both sides of Burn Up and Shock here to start our turn. And we'll see how they play this. Immediately gives me the channel. Brother. All right, so it's going to be Lightning Surge, E-Strike, Go Again, Static Shock, putting the Exude on the bottom, Arsenal, the Arc Lightning. I mean, yeah, like, I think this is fine. This turn's pretty good. We could have also have went Arc Lightning into Exude, Go Again, Lightning Surge, E-Strike for 7. There's no way you're going to give me this. Wow. My opponent is making a lot of plays I would not have picked. Like, I just got to be real with y'all. My opponent is making some plays here. Oh, they only have AB2? I mean, yeah, so... Okay, I guess that makes that decision easier for them. Don't they normally have the arm piece? Or am I crazy? Don't they normally have the arm piece? Maybe I'm going crazy. My man said, I'm playing Vincent for the cool turns, not for the win. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think you could do both. And if there's anybody that's in the chat that is a great example of that, it is Fabton. Also, Trent showed me a couple of games where, like, he's just been like, the whole time, like, to his opponent. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, that guy had a family. Had a family. Not a great option, really, without playing the Arc Lightning. Like, if I play the Arc Lightning, I can play this whole handout, right? Because I can go Arc Lightning, Scar for a Scar, Somersault it, Sizzle, pitch the Scar to play Starfall, but we want to combo this game. I mean, the other play is Sizzle, pitch Somersault to Starfall, and then throw Scar, which is just, like, not efficient. And I think that playing efficient hands is more important, especially considering they only have AB1. My man said if you didn't say my name, I was going to be sad. Justifiably so, Trent. Justifiably so. I'll try to win when I actually have time to practice. I mean, that's fair. That's I mean, I get it, dude. Like, if you don't have time to, like, sit and play games, like, it makes it tough to get the reps in, you know? Like, I truly understand that. I tell everybody I'm very, very fortunate that my life has put me in a position where I get to play cards, you know, most nights of the week and do the thing that I love. We're going to somersault this bad boy back. Sizzle breaks the combat chain and triggers the Arc Lightning. It's just kind of perfect. It does it all. And then we get to come in for 5. And then we have the Sizzle activation or the Arc Lightning ping again here. And then we're going to Arsenal the Lightning Surge and set up for next turn. I had more time to play when I was unemployed. Bum. Missed those times. I mean, dude, I have to tell you, the times I had played the most cards in my life is when I was unemployed. I got laid off right when the pandemic hit a few years ago, and I remember I played Magic like all day. Like, while I was looking for a job, all I did was play Magic, like lay around and play Magic, like clean the house and stuff. Put the Lightning Press on the bottom. It's going to be Lightning Surge, E-Strike for 7. Arsenal the Arc Lightning. I mean, I guess if we're going to put a card on the bottom, it should be the Serenade, right? Because we'll find it faster. I'm going to block just to block some damage here. We want to use our equipment when we get the opportunity. They're not always a physical attacking deck, so we want to make sure that we're getting the value when we can. I wish I was good at playing cards. I mean, I feel like you're not bad, Josh. Like, honestly, like the few times we played, man, like, I don't feel like you're bad at cards, brother. AB1 makes it really hard to block on hits, but he's not blocking on hits. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I think is weird, is that my opponent seems like they're kind of not doing either one, right? And that's what makes that whole thing weird, Dave. Majin Bey said he started running the gauntlets into Aurora during the PT. You talking about the arm piece Cusco, I assume is what you mean, brother? Which, I mean, makes sense. Majin Bey is a heck of a lot better Verdance player than I am, so I'm going to take his word for it. That is something I would take his word for. I am 100% bad because Prism hates me. Dude, Prism can't hate anybody. That's why you just play Luminaris, fam. It's impossible to be bad with that deck. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kind of. I am kidding. Did you beat Majin? Dot, did you actually beat Majin at the PT? That's kind of cool, dude. Cusco, by the way, we got to talk about how you get the scoop on things, bro. Like, I just, like, I don't know where you get the scoop on things, fam. Like, you always have the sauce. You just always have the info, brother. Matchup by mistake over Metacarpus Node and then kept running them as they were ever so slightly better. I mean, to be fair, like, Majin's someone who will be honest with you about, like, what happened. You know what I mean? Like, he's someone who will be honest with you. So they get a lot of stuff here, right? So, I mean, we could block 3 of this with the blue, but I think the blues actually work out in our favor, right? Because they're going to go to 14 and then ping us for an arcane. And then they're going to Waning Moon us for 2 to 21. So they're just kind of using Ring to, like, deal some extra arcane. And then Verdance, like, kind of does, you know, Verdance things. Again, I think we're in a situation where we just have to keep the pressure up with the Arc Lightning. This is one of the downfalls of, like, drawing this way and, like, having hands that do this kind of stuff. Wait, did they take this? This is actually incorrect, right? This is actually incorrect because we have the written. They took the arcane damage because they have AB2, so written's just actually insane here. And so now we get to go Snatch, go again, Sizzle, Starfall, activate Aurora, Embodiment, activate Aurora, Arsenal, Scar, I think. So yeah, this is actually insane. Now, it made sense for the Arc Lightning turns and Rune Chant turns, but also Gauntlets blocks a sword. I mean, so the fact that, like, Gauntlets, like, can, like, one card in Gauntlets here covering the Snatch is very powerful. They just have the Sink Below. I mean, that's also, like, a very fine play. The Arcane pings are so good here. Like, there's so much value in, like, just hitting our opponent with the Arcane pings when they don't have access to AB1, like when they're just on AB2. I wonder if I'm supposed to be on Shock Charmers. Do I have Shock Charmers in my sideboard plan in this matchup? I do. I was supposed to have Shock Charmers in this matchup and I forgot it. Boo me. Sorry, guys. We lose. We'll know why. I listen to a lot of podcasts and know a lot of people. I mean, to be fair, that's valid, right? Like, it's a good way to know information. If you're always listening instead of talking, like, Carly tells me I never shut up. I'm just kidding. She doesn't say that, but she does. And it's true. Like, they want to keep cards here. Honestly, makes me just want to activate Grasp and send this. Like, the fact that, like, my opponent's trying to keep 3 cards, I just want to send this. That's why you have the YouTube channel, though? Yeah, 100%. 100%. I wonder if I'm supposed to activate Grasp and then Arsenal that. Should we bottom the Flicker Wisp here? It's like, should we crown away the Flicker Wisp? Is that, like, just super greedy here? I think grounding away the Flicker Wisp was actually fine, right? Our opponent's doing a good job of like keeping tempo with us. Please let this be a red. That's good. It's a good start, boys. You think I should be on Grasp? Why do you think I should be on Grasp? Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious to know why. The Shock Charmers protects us from like nonsense, right? Oh, the press is really good. Okay, so they go to 7 and they're not blocking effectively here. I mean, we just run this out, right? Like, there's just no reason not to. Me being here is not included in the good times? Yo, that is absolutely not true. Annabelle, you've been here to like forever and a day. Like, why would you not be included in the good times like when we're hanging out? I don't even understand that. My brain can't even process what you're saying, bro. Come on now. Come on now. I like that this forces a card. Yeah, Arc Lightning is a kill here, I agree. Congrats on the PQ win. I went 8-0 in my Pro Quest with Aurora. Thanks for the content and for the list. Yo, Mazo, that's awesome. Congrats on the 8-0. Did you open your gold foil? Or what'd you do with it, if you don't mind me asking? But congrats on the PQ win. That's awesome. I love to hear that people win PQs, especially if you were on my list. Like, that's great. Like, I love to hear that. I'm not one of the boys, Annabelle. I can tell you for sure, you are definitely one of the boys, dude. Like, absolutely. Like, especially if you want to be one of the boys. Like, you're one of the boys, Annabelle. Come on now. Was a Null Rune hood? Dude, I feel like Null Rune pieces are actually, like, pretty... I feel like Null Rune pieces are actually, like, pretty good. Like, that's a pretty good hit, right? Bell, cool as hell, changed my mind? Tell her, Trent. That's what I'm talking about. Opponent's really in the tank here about whether they should block or not. That or they need to refresh. Listen, the job market is not an accurate depiction for anybody of what life is like, in my opinion. The job market is just, like, terrible. Terrible. Terrible, as they say, as Charles Barkley would say. Yo, classic. I mean, yeah. So, like, we're just gonna put the snatch on the bottom. If we take 8 and go to 8, I don't think we can die to arcane stuff. I wouldn't trace HR deciding who's cool and who's not. Dude, that should be like the quote of the stream. Like, that is the quote of tonight's stream. I would not trust HR with deciding who's cool and who's not. That's some real shit right there, dude. That is some real shit right there. Why? I'm sorry to hear that you hurt your fingers, Annabelle. That sucks. Hope you have a quick recovery. That's not fun. Give me their numbers and they'll call me at 5 a.m. here. Trent's ready to go to war, dude. Trent's ready to go to war, and I'm here for it. Listen, you gotta protect the friends and family, dude. You gotta protect the friends and family. Gives me a card. Wild. Ooh, we could just play Skizik. Nah. Or nah. Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I guess they could just see the writing on the wall. What? They could have pitched Plow. When I played the Arc Lightning, they could have pitched Plow to activate Stormstriders and then play Scour, right? Had one floating. Or I guess they could have pitched anything and destroyed this. And then I wouldn't have drawn a card. I don't know. That was a weird decision-making process. I mean, it was what they drew off the Ponder, right? So they just arsenaled what they drew. But, like, I feel like at that point, they might have just been priced into, like, arsenaling whatever they drew, right, Dave? We did get the win. Op took some early unnecessary damage to decompose. Ended at 8. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just kind of felt like our opponent was like, kind of like, couldn't really decide what they wanted to be doing that game is kind of how it felt to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yo, dude, your first gold foil was Null Rune? Dude, that's awesome, brother. I love that. Hang on. I got to see if we want to go first or second. Also, Riptide sucks. God, I hate this matchup. Hate it. I always do this to myself, and I never have a Riptide sideboard guide. We're just going to go second. Although we do play against Turtle quite a bit. I feel like we run into Turtle quite regularly. Are we supposed to be on, like, combo? Probably. Like, just full nonsense. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to be on full nonsense is the plan. And we're just going to have to try to, like, get them, I think. I don't know. It's okay if I have one game, reps with your Aurora. I need reps with the hero for this coming PQ season. Hey, Link, what's up, buddy? Are you saying that you want to play against my Aurora? Is that what you're saying? Like you want to play a game, Link? I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Sometimes Verdants just can't Arsenal on Ponder. It's sad, but breaking Arsenal is worse. I mean, I definitely get what you're saying, right? Because there are times when... 3, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I mean, I definitely get what you're saying though, because there are times like when like if I go like E-Strike blue, like draw a card off a Guardian, like and I draw a blue, I'm like, okay, like I'm not arsenaling Macho Grande when my opponent's at 25. If they're at 6, it's a little different, but yeah, like I actually get what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna reveal the Skizzik here. We're going to play the Lightning Press, pitch the Skizzik to Starfall, and then arsenal that. Yeah, Link, I'm happy to play one with you after this, buddy. For sure, man. For sure. Wait, who worked for... Yo, Trent, you have a half day today? I feel like that's pretty awesome, actually. I mean, there's a trap here, right? Yo, there's not. So now I've priced myself into a weird situation. They kept their hand, and I gotta be honest, I wasn't ready, guys. I was not prepared. I was ready for like a trap. Okay. Do I throw Skizzik, Snap? Skizzik, Snap. Lightning Press, Aurora, Arsenal, the Shockwave? I mean, I think it's a situation we put ourselves in, unfortunately. I think this is unfortunately the situation we have put ourselves in. Ugh. God, that feels so bad. Actually, sorry, that's not right, opponent. We are supposed to use snaps and play this. Yo, what is their hand? I am terrified to know what this fool's hand is. Something that has sharpshooters attached to it. We are just going to break the combat chain so that we can arsenal our Arcanic Shockwave. keep the channel set up for a good hand.
Let's
I mean, this is a great hand. You love to see it.
go. You love to see
Yo,
it.
Rivendell, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Guys, if you're here for the first time, you're new to the channel, whatever your story is, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when you're new, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. Love to get to know you guys. Mon Mario? Okay, nice, dude, let's do it. Read my last 2 messages. Hang on. I told a joke so funny once HR wanted me to go and tell it to them too. Not really. They gave me a box of my stuff. Oh. Oh, that's funny, dude. I really just like glossed over that, didn't I, Trent? My bad, bro. My bad, dude. Really want to play Aurora this weekend because I just finished foiling the entire deck, but I'm probably going to play Prism. Yo, Tom, it's the last weekend you can probably ever play Aurora, dude. Play Aurora, bro. Like the last weekend you can ever play Aurora, right? You should. You should. All right. I mean, so it didn't matter how we blocked. They were going to Rain Razors and do that. Even if we blocked 9, the Riptide trigger still takes effect. And then the hamstring shot, huh? Little hammy here.
Let's
Yeah, a little hammy. That's fine.
go. You love to see it.
Yo, Link, thank you for the sub on YouTube, man. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. Means a lot. Appreciate a whole bunch. Play Burdens of the Past and an Imperial Seal of Command against Riptide. Would actually be insanely good cards against Riptide. I don't think anybody's really playing... I don't think anybody's really playing Imperial Seal in, like, aggro decks, though, right? Do they have AB? They do have AB1. So we're going to go... They have the Seek and Destroy, so we're just going to play the Arc Lightning here. Aurora's gone this weekend, that's for sure.
Let's
Aurora's gone this weekend, that's for
go.
sure.
You love to see it.
Yo, Pyre, thank you for the sub on YouTube, brother. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot. Appreciate a whole bunch. So we're going to... We have to pay for the hamstring shot. So there's no prevention floating. We're going to pay Fuse. So on hit, draw 2 cards. I play it in blue, Syndra, Dando's list. Okay, I don't hate that. Here in Brazil, we put quail's eggs into the hot dog. Ooh, I've never had that. That does sound pretty cool, though. I'd be interested to try it. I hope I get to come to Brazil one day. I would love to come to Brazil and hang out. I got to meet Felipe, who did the casting for the Calling Sao Paulo, and he was really cool. He was a really cool person to meet. So I am looking forward to getting to come to Brazil and getting to hang out with the rest of the cool community one day. I'm a newbie who got into the game with Aurora. Sad to see her LL, but excited to play something new at the same time, even if I didn't get to play her much before she goes. Ash, I completely get that. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, right? It's kind of like a double-edged sword because you definitely, you want your deck to stick around longer. But, at the same time, you like to see them LL because it means they're doing well. I understand. I personally have, a bit of a love-hate with the fact that Aurora is leaving myself, and it probably does feel a little bit worse for you considering that, you just sounds like you're kind of new to the game. So that's it's got to be frustrating, I'm sure, and I'm sorry to hear that that's kind of how that whole situation ended for you. I hope you find something else that you love to play though. What other aggressive go wide decks are people pivoting to after Aurora LLs? Probably going to be Syndra is one of the decks that people will pivot to, I imagine. Syndra will be a really good one. I'm trying to think. Syndra will be a really good one to pivot to. What else can people reliably pivot to? Codex sucks. Phi could be a decent option. Dio is also a really good one. Dio is definitely high on the list. Another new player who started with Aurora upon the Armory deck release. I'm pivoting to Acilio just to use some of my cards. I think Syndra is a very good transition. It also teaches you a lot about sequencing. So I think that's a really good one. And Twine Lightning's a solid card here, right? Because we can discard the... What do they get? A Drill Shot? So this will be for 7. So if we get the Entwine Lightning, we can discard the Scar. And then block just to block here. Like, they already have a Ponder, so 2 of them doesn't really matter. Yeah, I kind of hate that for a lot of people that happened. Like, with the whole Armory deck thing. But I think that pivoting to, like, Acilio is not a bad pick. I do not think that's a bad pick. Okay. Also, Gundam, by the way. Let's see. Hang on. I missed it just a second. Gundam and Ash, guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you guys are hanging out with us. So if I go in Twine Lightning fuse with the Sizzle, we might just get him with the channel here. Might. We also could have, like, played the Sizzle, but I don't think that's correct. Tar Pit Trap stops the on-hit effect, which is pretty disappointing. Admittedly, that does feel pretty bad. Because they're going to block this. So the Snatch is just so bad here, right? Like, the Snatch is just so bad here. Man, the Snatch is so bad. Because the Tar Pit Trap is just an effect. I mean, this hand's pretty good. Again, like, this is going to be another game where we're not going to get to play a single Flicker Wisp and really do anything we want. I think we're just priced into playing the Arc Lightning and the Ether Iron Weave this next turn. What is that? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Tar Pit Trap is insane, I agree. Tar Pit Trap is insane. I agree. What's happening? You don't get to load because it's played from Arsenal, right? Oh, they have the sharpshooters here. Is this I pick a card? This is I pick a card. Okay. It's fine. We're gonna try to like combo him this turn. Force you to make decisions here. 3 go again does feel a little bad. Zen and Enigma didn't even last a year, and it's looking like Aurora will be gone even sooner than that. Do you think LSS needs to change any of their balancing approaches? I don't know if they need to change their balancing approaches, but something needs to happen, right? Because there's definitely like a big issue here where like a lot of these heroes are going very, very quickly. And one of the biggest appeals for a lot of us, I mean, me especially, was the fact that like this was a non-rotating game. And you know, that mattered a lot to me. Drawing the Flicker Wisp was insanely lucky there. But that mattered a lot to me, you know, like that was a big deal. The fact that like playing a non-rotating game was honestly exactly what I was looking for. You know, was a little disappointing that they decided to go away from that. Because like, well, I guess not really go away from it, but the fact that like heroes are rotating so fast has been a little disappointing, I think, for a lot of us. So, I mean, I think LSS has a lot to learn. You know, they're still a very young company. There's a lot to figure out there. And so I think there's a lot to learn and a lot for them to like kind of figure out and move forward with. The 3 recent heroes to LL within a year, I think we've secretly hit actual rotation with the LL system. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, the new heroes are rotating way faster than the old school stuff, which is, like, a big part of it. I think, like, that is, like, people are wanting to play the new heroes, but the new heroes are just, like, way more powerful than the old stuff, so it's very, like, frustrating for a lot of people, I think. Is like kind of my take on it. I don't know. Like LSS is a very young company. They have a lot of things to figure out. There's a lot of stuff for them to figure out. You know, like to really make Flesh and Blood like the best it can be. And I think we're all just kind of along for the ride in that sense, you know? Especially with magic rotation slowing down every 3 years, 5 foundations. Ever seen a man play the same lightning press 3 times? I mean, we're about to put our opponent in the blender here. Because the fact that they're going to go to 1 means that we're going to hit them with this, and like they're going to have to pitch to stay alive, and then they're going to have to block with a card from hand and the trench. And then, okay, well, you were like, you had a chance to live there. They didn't know I had the lightning press, so I don't know. That was weird. Drawing the flicker was there, just kind of like lined up for us. Like obviously it'd been like quite a bit more damage if we'd have had the whole thing in our hand, but drawing the flicker wisp was good when we did, because we were able to combo them. And like one thing that I think is important to like point out here, and this is going to sound like I'm being arrogant, but I'm not. But like, I think that I made a really good decision to recognize that we were later in the game. I had an arc lightning and I just needed to use the ether ironweave, and we got rewarded for making a good play. I think that making a good play really panned out for me there. We played against Riptide. We went second. We did get the win. Arc Lightning to push damage. Gold drew into Flicker for finishing combo with CLV out. Put me in the driver seat. Ended up being a pretty good turn there all the way around. Like Turtle played that very well. Just like kind of went in our direction there, you know, just kind of rolled our way. Yo, Renkesh, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. It means a lot. Oh, they did know about the lightning press. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. LL is a broken system. If they make a popular hero, it speedruns LL. Aurora isn't even the best hero. She is 3rd in PQ win conversion. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Living Legend system. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its flaws like anything else, but if you want the truth, I don't think LSS should focus on fixing the LL system. I think LSS should focus on like trying to find something better than ELO. Like, guys, for an example, and like, don't get me wrong, this is definitely a first world problem, but I won a ProQuest last weekend. I'm going to say that again so that you guys heard it. I won a ProQuest last weekend and I lost 9 ELO. I don't think that's a rewarding system for people. You're encouraging people to not play the game. And I do think it is like, it's tough for people. And I think ELO is a negative system and they should probably look at something like Pro Points. So, I don't know. Yo, Lord Vaughn, what's up, dude? There's a recent Deck Tech interview with Tao Tao. They rant about the LL system for some time. I'll have to check that out. We need to be able to replace heroes that LL'd in certain classes, talent sooner than later. It feels bad. The Dromai and Icelander cards are just useless. Yeah, I get that. I do understand that. Why not Victor consideration instead of Jarl? 100% considering Victor Joey. Like 100%. I love Victor. Victor's great. Definitely considering Victor like for after Aurora LLs. 100%, dude. How does that work? You lost ELO for winning the event. Can you elaborate on that? So Ash, I finished 14th at Pro Tour London, and I gained 243 ELO, and I'm ranked 25th in the world right now in total ELO. And so every time I win a game, like in a rated event, like at a ProQuest level, like of like a smaller rated event, I get 1 ELO on the dot, 1.00 every single time. It does not matter who I beat. When I lose about 7 to 8 ELO. So I went 5-2 at a ProQuest, and I lost 9 ELO. I hope that kind of makes sense. All right, let's see. Link, you still hanging out? Do you want to play a game? I know you said you wanted to test one. We can play one while we're hanging out. They made a statement about the rotation system a while ago that they wanted heroes to rotate a little faster, but for the reason of them wanting more class specialists versus hero specialists. I mean, that's fair, I guess, right? Like, you want more people that are a Rune Blade specialist as opposed to like an Aurora specialist. I do get that. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna post it here, and I'm just gonna put link in the game, so hopefully you can find it here. There's not much of a delay on the stream. It's just a latency between YouTube and OBS. So yeah, so because my elo is like higher, my I'm think like my losses are just weighted very heavy. Is this you, Link? I was like, I have seen this name before playing on Talishar. Is this you? I want to make sure before I do anything that this is you. Can't join? Crap. All right. Hang on. Let's try this again. I'm on Mario. All right. Let's try this one more time. Actually, you know what? Let's play in the regular classic constructed queue. It's not going to be comp CC so that we can do it faster. Aurora was just a perfect storm, high power floor, and skill ceiling not being stupidly high. I actually completely agree, Dave. Against Mario, we want to go second. Link, best of luck to you, brother. Best of luck to you. I got to see how I sideboard against Mario. Mario is Dominion, Chest, Grasp, and Snaps. And against Mario, we are on Shelter, Exude, and Scar, because this is a pretty good race for the most part, in my opinion. I don't like combo in this matchup. There is way too much disruption. There is definitely an argument to be had that we should be on Purgatory instead of Crown in this matchup, but I like Crown better. Oh, Render, dude, you're good, dude. No apologies, man. Like, you joined a game, dude. Like, I get it. Like, I completely get it, brother. I was just trying to, like, get Link into the game, and it just ended up lining up that way. Having Hero Specialist is fine, but rotation is expensive when decks are legacy prices. So, Joey, I think that's the real problem. I don't think the real problem is the LL system. I think the real problem is the fact that decks are a bajillion dollars. When decks are, like, when it costs me as much to play a tier 1 deck as it does to, like, play a legacy deck, and like a real legacy deck, I'm talking like Grixis Delver prices. Like, there's a problem. There's a problem, and I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, us saying that. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with us saying that, and I think that LSS understands that. I mean, maybe they don't feel it's a problem, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe they don't think it's an issue. I definitely think it's an issue. They're just gonna pass. That's fine. I mean, I have an Arc Lightning and a Snatch, so we get to keep the cards we wanted. Yeah, we're just gonna go all in this turn. Like, this turn's really good. Like, this is a great 4-card hand. I'll play Slab Dash after this, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a matchup that, like, I'm mentally exhausted already thinking about it, but I'm down. Because I sideboard the same way into every dash, just in case you're playing, like, the Slab Dash. I sideboard the same way into every one, just in case you're on Slab Dash. Lair of the Spider does mark us, which is a little not great for us, but I think it's fine. I do think we're going to force most cards out of, because this gets the last prevention. Since they had a 3D react here, we're going to go Serenade. They might just take some of the going in damage here. This leaves us with 1 Skizzik left in the deck, which is something we do have to be cautiously aware of as we play the rest of this game. Because this is a game where they will, like, banish cards, and we may need to block with the Skizzik, so. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no games? Bro, I swear, you're killing me, dude. I remember when Alexander and Nathaniel used to ask me this all the time. Y'all are like the biggest trolls in the world, dude. I swear. I swear, trolls. Definitely games, but no games. I should pay attention to this match. I lost to Mario the other day and had no idea what I was doing. I mean, Ash, it's a very close match. Mario has a lot of disruption, and we have to play very, very carefully to make sure that we're getting there. The Shelter the Storms help a lot, in my opinion. I didn't even say it right. I mean, to be fair, Project Blue does help answer a lot of these questions. Actually, if you're interested in Project Blue, make sure you check out tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is about Project Blue. His hand's not ideal. His hand is not ideal. I don't like this hand at all. Like, we could use snaps here. Okay. I mean, that's actually not bad, right? Because it gives us the ability to throw Scar, activate Aurora, put the press on the bottom first, Arsenal Static Shock. Everyone talks about Mario, but no one asks about Luigi. Dude, you were the first person I've ever heard make that joke, Randall. I love that. I am going to be stealing that. I'm going to be stealing that. Ooh. Yikes. That's awkward. We'll see how we have to block this turn. They have a Black Widow, which means we're probably going to come away of one of the Entwines here. I'd love to know more about the intent of Project Blue. Is it casual or potentially competitive? So I thought they actually said that this was one that they wanted to make competitive. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they said. That, like, they wanted this to be competitive. Again, I could be wrong, but I think they said that. Oh yeah, this hand's terrible. The goal with this hand is to get to our turn with E-Strike and a card, is the goal. The difference between modern Magic, Joey, is that the cards are significantly more transferable between decks. Once your foot is in the door, you pay significantly less to make a new deck. If you're talking about new Magic versus like old Magic, yeah. Oh, so they actually have go again? Oh, dang. We're cooked. We're cooked this turn, dude. We are cooked. Like, roll me over. I am done on this side, sir. Roll me over. The other side of the chicken needs to be cooked. It's me. I'm the chicken. We're talking about how, like, new Magic is, like, easily transferable? Or are you saying that the cards in Flesh and Blood are easily, like, more easily transferable? How old are you? Thank you for reminding me that I'm too old to be saying cooked. Ugh. Obviously, I'm old enough that my friends have to remind me that I'm too old to be going, I'm cooked! Yo, Pausarino, big dog. Now that's a Zach Phillips special. Cards in Flesh and Blood are more transferable. Now that I do agree with. Once you buy a Tunic, like, your Tunics flip. Like, your Tunic flips, your Crown of Providence, like, you know, like, a lot of those cards, like, transfer over to other things. Especially if they're generic staples. You can say it? Oh, I see. Are you just under, like, the window for being, like, young enough? Because you're not much younger than I am, brother. Come on now. If I can call my coworkers gamers, you can say cooked. Let's go, Dwar. I like that. Dwar gets it. No, come back. Come back. We need you. We need you, Arc Lightning. You abandon us. Ugh. We're gonna put the thing on the bottom. Hopefully this being for 5 makes this a little awkward. They could just give us mask here, although we're not marked, so I doubt it. Giving up crown that early. I think 25 and younger can say modern slang. Your mom. Are you 25, dude? I always think you're, like, closer in age to me than that for some reason. Are you 25? Yo, Michael, thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm 23? Yo, Trent. Like, listen. I'm not about to just sound like a total boomer here, but bro, Come on, dude. You're like a baby. You just said you're a baby. No, I'm just kidding. That's how I talk to my cat. I do talk to Taryn that way. Carly hates it. She's like, she doesn't want to be talked to that way. And I'm like, how do you know? Ah! That's exactly how I say it, too. That's exactly how I say it. Victor is back. I mean, dude, Victor's back until New rises up, right? But Victor could be back. We could be cooking. We could be cooking with Victor. Yo, no shot, dude. No shot. I'm not marked. This is wild. You talk to me the same as your cat and you're gonna catch these hands? Bro, I love that trend. I've already sold my soul to assassins. I mean, listen, as long as you come to terms with it, Michael, that's what matters, right? What are you rolling into? What are you Mask of Deceiving into? Oh, no. I did not realize that you're that much younger than me, Trent. Like, I was giving you a hard time, but I actually did not know you were that much younger than me. I mean, I talk about it like, you know, you are 12, but like, you're like, I don't know, man. I'm going to be 29 in 4 weeks, dude. I feel like such an old man. Little snapperoonies here. I'm in my late 30s. If my teenager can say cook, the fab community at large is probably cleared for cook to being okay. Well, listen, I'm glad that we cleared it. I'm glad that we got it by your kid first. Makes me feel a little bit better. We cannot activate Aurora. I think I'm just going to throw Exude and then play the press after I throw my shuffling cards in the floor. Gosh dang it. When you say things like my teenager, it makes me feel young. Like, Carly and I do not have any kids. By design, I mind you, but still. It's so weird that it's giving me the option to choose things back, like, from the previous chain links. Is that accurate? Like, does that actually work that way? I pulled a Marvel Azuri and a Cold Foil Hunter's Clav recently. Do I just commit to Azuri? I mean, dude, you could. You have it, right? That's true. That's true. And Carly would tell you the same thing. Carly would tell you the same thing, that Taryn is our child. Taryn is our child. Taryn's a little shit. Do we block this to force them to flick here? Like, is it at all worth it to like force them to flick, or do we just say like F it we ball and then block something that matters with the shelter? It's probably just F it we ball, block something that matters, right? Assassin being so expensive is criminal. I could trade Syndra and Vincent, and I don't think I could build Slippy or Mario. I mean, honestly, Pyre, I'm not super surprised. Like, that feels pretty on par. The assassins are very, very expensive. I will tell you all something, that I actually made a trade when I was at my local at the ProQuest last weekend, and I now own my first copy of. Codex of Frailty ever. I finally own a copy of Codex of Frailty. Ooh, 4. Your mom. Yes, thank you, Codex of Frailty. I told him at 2 a.m. in the corner, humanity is done by a gorilla. Wait, are we talking about Harambe? Yo, we like pulling out Harambe cards now? I'll just trade them both in for a foil deck. It's that easy. I mean, dude, listen, I think trading cards for full deck is like valid. Valid. We're gonna lead on the sizzle. We're gonna go Sizzle, Starfall for 5, Lightning Surge, Scar, Activate Aurora, Arsenal, Shelter. And then we have Shelter Protection versus, like, and we have the Carapace and the Grasp, so. Yo, is Teklo even expensive at this point? Like, is Teklo just, like, super cheap? Aw. They're just like, you get marked, and you get marked, and you get marked. I mean, they've only marked me like a couple of times. I mean, I guess they've marked me 3 times technically through 5 turns. No, Grandpa. New gorilla meme is 100 guys can't win versus a gorilla. Bro, he doesn't know. My man said I thought I was old. Oh, dude. The fact that they block with Command and Conquer does scare me about arsenaling the shelter here a little bit, but I think we've committed to this line. So the other day, somebody actually asked me. So for anybody who doesn't know, it's Kyle, my cousin that I do the podcast with. Asked me, exclamation point podcast in the chat, by the way. Asked me about if I thought 100 guys could beat a gorilla, and I was like, no, absolutely not. There's no shot. There's no shot 100 guys could beat a gorilla. Don't at me. Like, if that's the meme we're talking about, I didn't even know it was a meme. Somebody just asked me that in casual conversation. Oh, this hand's great, dude. This hand's great, dude. A gorilla sees 100 guys and runs away. That's a lot of guys. I don't think class M's should go over 25, and generic shouldn't go over 50. So I just need LSS to print more cards to make that dream a reality. Legendary cards to sit around 80 to 150. I don't hate that, Pyre. I don't hate that, Pyre, at all, dude. I don't hate that at all. Guys, by the way, if you guys like nonsense, then let me tell you, that podcast is for you all. If you all like, I mean, I'm willing to take this. It's just us talking about games and nonsense and like all kinds of random stuff. So like we post an episode every week. We ironically didn't this week because of travels and all the different things going on this week. But yeah, like we post one every week for the most part. And we just like talk about random games and series and all kinds of nonsense. Damn. Do I just go to 8 here? Is there any world that I just go to 8? And I even said that I was worried because they blocked with a Command and Conquer. I actually think that's wrong. We should save the defense reaction, right? Like we have a pretty good hand without setting all that stuff up, so we should just play it out. They're going to flick the Chalesera at me? No, they're going to flick the Hunter's Clave at me. So put me to 13. They're going to flip into Black Widow again. Yo. This guy, dude. This guy, bro. I should have thrown it out when he bumped up the dagger to 5. I should have, Randall. Should have. Check out the meme I just posted in the Discord after this. I will look at it after this, Cusco. I got you. I had to explain to my kid the average athleticism of an average human to get the point across. I mean, yeah. So like that's I think that is what a lot of people are missing, because I genuinely think there is a lot of people who think 100 like random schmucks off the street could take a gorilla, and it's like, you can't. No shot. No shot. Pick any number of money you want. And like, you're not like, no, it's not going to happen. I don't think 100 prime athletes in the world could take a gorilla, if you want the truth. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, Black Widow twice is kind of cool. Multiple blind flips into Black Widow tilts me. I mean, Dave, you know, it is what it is, right? I mean, you know, it's the world we're in. It is what it is. Like, they're going to get theirs, and we're going to have to try and get ours, and I think that's just all there is to it. They pitch in a blue here. All right, we're going to activate the Grasp. We should probably activate it after the Starfall, to be honest. I actually think that's incorrect. We should activate it after the Starfall, because we have the Rune Chant for next turn, and the Rune Chant this turn just gives them the ability to pitch a blue. They didn't for some reason, but it would have. So I think that was just incorrect. Carly would definitely tell you I'm crazy. That's for sure. Carly would definitely tell you I'm crazy. Most of the guys would run away after the gorilla rips apart the first guy. Yeah, no, for sure. Like 100%. Speaking of Carly, she's trying to creep into the room back here. Oh, Josh said You are crazy. That's been established. Ask Carly. She just said, and shook her head up and down. I love you too. Classic Carly. All right, so we're going to put them down to 3, and we have a shelter, plus 2 points on the equipment to protect us. The only thing that could get us is if we don't draw any go again next turn. So, I would have a cat cam if Terran was in here more. Like, on God, for real, for real. If Terran was in here more, I would. She just doesn't come in here very often. Ooh, I forgot about that. I forgot about the Black Widow. That's pretty good. So we might as well just take 7 then, right? We're going to have to banish a channel, and then it's going to be Rabble, Exude, Arsenal, Channel. So we can play this. We might as well just save some damage here, I think. And then we'll banish a channel, and then they'll draw a card. Hopefully it's nothing, like, super damning here. I mean, the fact that we banish channels should tell our opponent that, like, we have, like, another one. Yo, Moore, thanks for hanging out, man. Hope you have a good night, buddy. If the stipulations are that both are fighting to their full extent, 100 men wins. Why? Why, Nathaniel? I just don't... I mean, I'm telling you, like, it's just, like, one bitch slap from the gorilla, and, like, you're cooked. In fact, like, one bitch slap from the gorilla is gonna, like, cook multiple of you. I don't know how that's possible. Okay, so like 50 guys die. Man, I don't know. I would simply befriend the gorilla and recruit it so that the next time I encounter a conflicted, I have 99 guys and a gorilla. Ash is living in 2040, bro. Like, that's some, like, you're just dead, friend. It's like, I don't know if you've read this card or not. But yeah, Ash is living in 2040, bro. Men are smart and take out eyes and limb. Okay, so I'm going to steal a quote from Men in Black here. The person is smart. People are stupid and panicky. And I think that the moment shit hits the fan, people are going to panic. Now, like, maybe if there's, like, just no fear and everybody's just like, fuck it, we ball. Like, just going ham. Did we draw the Serenade with our last... Is that the last Serenade this game? Or, I'm sorry, is that the last Skizik? Or was that a different game? No, that's the last Skizik. Damn it. So, I'm not marked. So, if they attack me... Oh, they get to retrieve? Yeah, they can retrieve the other dagger here. Pitching that all you got? Wow. And then this is for 5. Pog? Gorilla panics when 100 people run at it, though? We'll get Terran a GoPro. I'm not gonna lie. I would be down for, like, getting Terran a GoPro. I think that would be pretty funny. But yeah, the problem with a cat cam is that Terran's never in here. Like, she doesn't hang out with me a lot when I stream. She does hang out with me a lot during the day. So, like, I work from home a lot. With my job, I have the ability to work from home, and so I just end up being at home. And, like, Terran's just, like, big chilling in here with me while, like, things are going on. Them pitching right there was... probably actually going to be okay for them. So this forces 2 cards. I mean, my door is closed. Yeah, my door is closed so you don't have to listen to me, though. Like, so you don't have to listen to me scream throughout the whole house. Of course, it's my fault. We used to chase cheetahs and mountain lions and win because humans are just persistent and stupid and get back energy quicker than other animals. Bro, all right. I thought this was a meme. I thought this was a meme. We're taking it so far. I'm telling you right now that if you took 100 me's, no way. 100 of me, no shot. We beat a gorilla, no shot. Like, I don't even think you could give me, like, crack and I beat a gorilla. Just throw rocks, bro. Dude, you... You all have to be fucking trolling me right now. Yeah, I think we have to go to 4 here. Or I'm sorry. I guess we're gonna block. I think not being marked to flip was actually incorrect, right? Persistence and stupidity get you far. I feel like that really would have resonated with like a younger me. I feel like that really would have resonated with a younger me. I have to turn my phone volume sometimes so I don't get yelled at for people trying to sleep. Josh, I'm sorry. I'm just loud, dude. I'm very loud. Like, I shut the door for Carly's protection, not for mine, okay? Wait, what did I miss? So can we establish something about this? Are we assuming that humans are prepared to fight the gorilla, or are they able to bring things to the fight? Most insane, turbo, powerful weapons of all time. Okay, sure. So, like, if you give 100 guys, like, machine guns, we win the fight, right? But, like, I don't think that's the case. Like, I assume it is one gorilla and 100 people who are just willing to die to try to beat this gorilla. Like, we're talking, like, just hand-to-hand combat. And I don't know. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. We're going to come in for 7. 1, because it ends the game. And 2, because even if it didn't, we draw off a channel. So going for 7 is just the best play here. You all are cracking me up with how far we've taken this, though. Like, how far this meme has, like, went. It's also worth noting that none of the That All You Got's really lined up for Link. Like, it was a very close game, and Link fought very hard. But, like, there was... I just think of, like, some of his cards, like, some of his key pivotal cards just never really lined up. Although I will say I did make a very, very big mistake on the Command and Conquer turn. We should have been able to keep a full card hand and just take some damage there. Would have affected the game later on, but we should have been able to play out the whole thing there. If I had listened to my gut and played around the Command and Conquer read, we would have been in a better spot on that turn cycle, but maybe in a worse spot later due to life. But maybe being up on that turn cycle puts me in a better spot anyway. Should have listened to my gut and played around C and C after Link blocked with other CNC. No draws off That All You Got for Link. I think the fact that, like, we mentioned that, like, there was 0 That All You Got draws for, like, Link for that game was, like, really big for us, and I think played a big part in, like, that whole thing there. Didn't specify that the men would be unarmed. I mean, sure. So, yeah, if they have all guns, they win, right? Bro, if the gorilla starts throwing rocks, we're cooked, bro. We're cooked. We're cooked. Dodge, did you want to play a game? I cannot remember the last time I played against Fatigue Dash, but if you want to play a game, I'm down to play one, brother. I'm going to assume that G means yes. Let's see. Dodge. It's public classic constructed, so it's just regular classic constructed. If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a rock. Nathaniel, I think my problem is I don't think I can dodge a ball at this point in my life, bro. I would love to see Dash IE make it over the LL finish line this year, to be honest. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe I just dedicate myself to being a Dash IE main after Aurora goes, and we just try to, like, force it over and over and over again. So against Dash IE, I would go second, I think. This is probably a mistake against this kind of deck, but I think this is what we have to do. I have determined that against Dash IE, we never know if they're racing or fatigue. So we have to be on this kind of plan, in my opinion. and we just have to try and race and hope that like we draw a combo early, I think is the plan. If the gorilla has CNC pummel, we're cooked. So true, bro. So true. This is how I've decided to sideboard into every dash IE, and you're just gonna have to hope that they're not like trying to like aggro you, because if they do, you're cooked. Assuming that at least some of the men are willing to die, and all men will fight regardless, the sheer quantity and intelligence should be enough to overcome a gorilla. You guys have a very different take than I do about this whole situation, but that's okay. That's why we have these conversations. Oh man, pitch CNC to load the pistol. This is like taking me back. Oh my god, and it's a truce. Bro. He does have AB. The odds of us connecting with Burn Up and Shock are very, very slim here. But we're going to go for it anyway. We need to clear out our hand. We just need to be cycling. Oh, starting mainline is a massive problem for us. I could not agree with you more. Is there any world that we just pitch to? No, we need to pressure them, right? Like, we're going to give them an extra card, but we still need to get cards out of Dodge's hand. If I leave him with enough cards, he could just have Spark and, like, go get the, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Dissolution Sphere, and then my combo's really bad. Turtle Dash is really cool, Rakesh. Enigma was the worst matchup, and it's gone now. Oh, for this deck? I mean, maybe this deck has legs now. I mean, to be fair, like, We Make Best was telling me to have faith that, like, this deck is good and can actually just, like, beat the OTK Florian deck. And I think Madagon was telling me that the other night, too. Yo, the Headpiece Evo is spice, bro. I'm assuming that's for, like, other sideboard matchups. I'm assuming. Static Shock. Still 5 cards in hand is crazy. I think if the people are linemen or heavyweight boxers or otherwise unnaturally strong humans, they might stand a chance. I would concede to that, Marvin Fries. If we are in a slow meta, this deck just stomps OTK Florian. The question is, does this deck beat mid-range Florian as well? That's the question. I think we knew this was Turtle Dash coming into the matchup. Like, we just kind of had to be prepared that that's probably what we were going to play against. Mainline's also a really big problem for us. And Count Your Blessings. So the crazy part is, like, we just drew the combo and we can do nothing with it for the next 3 turns. Like, literally needed that, like, to be any other item. I needed that not to be into play, and we were actually okay here. It's actually crazy how bad that is for us. And because of it, we're forced to Arsenal Flicker Wisp and just sit here with the combo for 3 turns. They get to block 3, Dissolution Sphere. Interesting. There's no point in activating Grasp because the Dissolution Sphere just kind of sits there. I actually don't mind this deck being back. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Putting Titanium Bobble in your deck, that's balls of steel right there, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That is what we call cooking. I honestly love the bauble. I actually love that, like, we're playing Titanium Bauble in this deck. What happened to it? Didn't they block with it? Makes me want to play this deck. All right, them going back to 40 is less than ideal, but we're just going to pass. We have double Flicker and Arc Lightning. Holy cow. So it's... yeah, this hand's insane. But like literally just have to get through next turn without them doing some nonsense. I mean, but the first couple of them wouldn't have gotten around it, right? Like it wouldn't have gotten around it. Like I don't think we're supposed to go for it here because we go Flicker Wisp Fuse into Flicker Wisp Fuse, Arc Lightning, Serenade. Like, I just don't think it's correct. Like, I think we're just supposed to pass and wait until it's gone, right? We go Flicker Wisp, Fuse for 2 Arcane. They block. Okay, so let's think about this for just a second here. If I go Arc Lightning, they block. Flicker Wisp for 2 and 2, they block. Flicker Wisp for 3 and 3, we connect for 2 and 2. If we go Flicker Wisp for 2, they block with the Arcane. Then if we go Flicker Wisp for 3, we connect for 2, and then Arc Lightning connects. I mean, I guess it's the same no matter what. I'm gonna Greed Monster and just wait. I'm gonna Greed Monster and wait. We're gonna hope that there's nothing else from dodge here and that we can literally just go like 100 miles an hour this next turn. Greed is always the answer. Bro, Josh, you don't even know how much. Well, actually, you do know how much I disagree with that. All right. I mean, we're not sitting through this for 4 more turns, so like, fuck it, we're going for it. Oh well. So it doesn't matter how we do it, right? It's the same damage because if we go Arc, they block it. Flicker, they block it. Flicker, 3 and 3 come across, so we really connect for 2 and 2. Or then, if we go Flicker, Fuse, Arc Lightning. Flicker, Fuse, Arc Lightning. Flicker, Fuse, Arc Lightning. 3 comes across. They can't block the whole thing because this says exactly 1 damage, right? Yeah. And then Arc Lightning. So they block this one. They get less out of their card if we do it this way. It's the same amount of damage that connects, but I think we just have to go for it now. Oh, because of Dissolution Sphere? Yeah, I used to play this card in Viscerai back in the day. Now, 2 damage comes across. Search for a Skizzik and buff. Three arcane damage comes across the top. The crazy part is, like, even through all this, like, is this even enough is really the question here. I mean, that definitely explains why this is so good into Florian. I mean, maybe this is what we play. Like, maybe this is what we play after Aurora hits LL. Yeah, we're just gonna name Go again here. I don't think it's worth playing snaps. No multi-stream this year? Is it normally like simulcasted or something like that, Annabelle? All right, so we put dodge down to 21. I mean, I still don't feel that good about that whole thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for feeling that way, but I just don't feel that good about that whole turn cycle. Like, we need, I feel like to win this game, we need to do this on a turn where they don't have Dissolution Sphere in play. And the problem is, like, I just don't know when that ever pops up for us. So it's going to be 4 Go again, into Starfall, activate Aurora, Arsenal to Snatch. I will not be in Minneapolis this last weekend. It's just, there wasn't a lot of sense for me to travel to Minneapolis with all the saving that Carly and I are trying to doing for Vegas and for, you know, Singapore in July. So plus Philly is like Worlds is Philly this year, so just trying to save up a little bit. I'll probably go to some of the closer battle hardens, but I doubt I'll be at any of the ones that I have to fly to. The battle hardens, like Minneapolis is like a 4-hour flight for me, and I don't know, it's just so much. It's just so much. We're gonna say no blocks here. Draw would have been minimum +4 instead of go again on the E-Strike. So we drew 3. Like, we had 3 arcane points. I was more interested in maximizing the damage of our combo. So here's the way I was thinking about that, Stolzer, is that we're always going to get 4 for what we draw off the top. Like, that's never going to change for us. But we have the ability to, like, we're always going to be able to get that 4 damage for what we draw off the top. But I wanted to be able to maximize my combo turn that turn. Hopefully there's no defense reaction here. There probably is, but hopefully there's not. Okay. I think it's going to be Starfall, activate Aurora, Skizzik, Arsenal to Sizzle. I like having the Sizzle for next turn. Like, setting up 5-card hands is how we're going to have to win this game. Reminder that Dash IE has more LL points than Aurora right now, which is hilarious to think about because it's not going to matter. It's crazy how accurate that is. Yeah, takes nothing, and then we're going to break the combat chain, and we're going to Arsenal the Sizzle here. Okay. So we get to go Flicker into Arc Lightning. So it's Flicker, fuse with Arc Lightning. This feels pretty good. Arc Lightning gets to push through. Then it's going to be Exude Confidence. I was like, I'm assuming we're blocking here because you want to be able to play. Okay. Yeah. So go to 15, prevent the damage here. I need to refresh. What happened? I was like, I'm clicking the thing here. I'm not sure what's going on. Aurora got more points in 2 weeks than Dash did in 2 years. Lol. The Exude was really well. Like, the whole thing was really well timed there. It was really good draw for me. We've drawn very well tonight. I mean, to be fair, we're 6-1 tonight. Like, not running from the fact that I've gotten very lucky tonight with my draws. The Exude is just gonna have to go away. We needed the go again from the Arc Lightning there. We could have used Snaps technically, but and then we're gonna push our opponent down to 12. There are 0 copies of Flicker Wisp left in the deck, but we do have an Arc Lightning left. Dodge is gonna attack us for 3. We're gonna go to 31. Oh, he has Tunic, so we're gonna go to 28. This is fine. I actually think it's incorrect for them to be on a lot of these items against me. Like, they should probably only be on Chamber against me, right? That was the control dash strategy back in the day. Was we would run 1 induction chamber. I can't tell if Dodge is saying he's 1 or not. I'm gonna save the Exude for second cycle. Hopefully we draw a good one. Lightning Surge feels crisp right here. We'll see how they decide to play this. Dodge goes to 10. We activate Aurora. We have Lightning Surge. Drawing a card never felt so good. When you E-Strike draw a card and end your turn with drawing a Lightning Surge, it, like, you just feel like you're on cloud 9, dude. Like, nothing could go wrong. Exude. Bananas. Dash will be my first roll of honor. Thought I was going to see it like a year ago. Oh, that's crazy to think about, actually. That is actually crazy to think about, Nate. Yo, what's up, Kyle? How are you, dude? You guys still hanging out at Annie's, dude? Or you guys... Oh, no, you guys are at the hotel, right? You guys are staying at the hotel? This hand is exactly why I don't like Sizzle, but it's okay. I mean, I think it was fine, right? Like, that, it was okay there. I think we're supposed to go E-Strike, draw card, and snap here to get the value. Oh, dude. Never didn't have it, son. Never didn't have it. Can't play or activate instance or defense reactions. So this cannot be activated against us, correct? Is how I'm understanding this. I mean, oh no. I'm not arsenaling that. I am not arsenaling that. I think we actually have an okay hand here. I think we have to play the Burn Up and Shock to try and get the arcane value here. Dodge will go to 2. At least, I think most people would. Yo, I don't know how I feel about that. Dodge is going to get rewarded because of the way our hand is set up here. Man, that feels bad. I could see Cinder coming back for sure. I think everybody learned how to block Syndra effectively, Randall, but, like, yeah, she'll come back. Riot's down and I'm enjoying a good sized bath. I mean, yeah, dude, like the bathtubs at the Carnegie are actually like pretty big if I remember correctly. Like they're pretty good size, dude. Wait, so my next action has go again, but I won't draw a card. I don't know. Oh, I don't think the Poison Blade version was like ever really that good. I think that I don't know the guy's name at We Make Best, and I kind of feel bad that I don't. But I think he was kind of like cooking a little bit too much when that came out. Not that I blame him. Like it was kind of cool to like see that whole version of the deck. Yes, let me break the combat chain game. How many Skizzics are left? Are there any is the question. So, is it Rabble? There's one Skizzic left in the deck. Oh, it's on top. How about that? I think we're just supposed to go Rabble into Serenade, into Scar, Arsenal the channel, and try to set up a big turn. All right, we know they have a Shelter for next turn. I think this is the most efficient way to play this turn cycle out. Because we don't really want to play the... we don't really want to play the channel here, I don't think. I'm assuming it's another D-React. Yeah, so there's a Shelter on top as well. Yeah, the Shelter does go to the bottom because of the Firewall, actually, so we don't know what's on top. Good call. Good catch, Dot. Good catch, bro. Tog, that is his name. Tog, like, I really enjoy his, like, videos. I enjoy, like, his, like, cadence and his tone when he speaks. He's very funny to me. I really enjoy, like, his, like, content for that reason. But sometimes he cooks a little bit too much, in my opinion. Sometimes he cooks a little too much. So this is going to be for 6. So it's going to be... All right, yeah, I like this hand. But without Dodge having an Arsenal, I think we win this one. I don't know if we win this turn, but we get a ton of value out of this hand. Without Dodge having Tunic up, like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a world where like this could get blocked out, but I don't feel like it's going to. Because Dodge is forced into an interesting decision point here. Firewall is actually a really good card in this deck because it blocks 4. Like, it's not used for the value of like putting cards like in a good position, right? Interesting. What does it tell us about their hand? What does that tell us about their hand? Tells us they have another defense reaction and that they're probably all reds. I mean, blocking 4 is very powerful. I am inclined to agree with you there. Blocking 4 is very powerful. I almost sent Grasp here just to get the 1 out of the way. I almost sent Grasp here to get the 1 out of the way. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Oh, so that's actually just it. Double count. Oh, wow. Yeah, so we see the situation of the double count your blessings kind of like getting Dodge there. We would have activated Aurora, and then, yeah, the fact that we weren't drawing channels early is pretty bad for us, but the flicker hand was crazy. The double flicker arc lightning hand, like, even through the dissolution sphere, put us in a very, very good spot. Yeah. We got the win. Double flicker with arc. Let us play through dissolution sphere. and put dodge down to 21. All right. Well, I mean, guys, I got to be honest. Like, we rolled a little too hot tonight. It's got me worried. It's got me worried about Saturday now. We rolled a little too hot tonight. It's got me worried about Saturday. Yeah, it was really good. You never see any disruption. And it was very good. The double flicker turn, like, dodge, I don't know what it is, dude. Whenever we play, I just high roll the shit out of you, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. I just high roll the shit out of you every time we play dodge, and I'm sorry. You have what I like to call the Trent curse. The Trent curse, where, like, when we play on stream, you just get rolled. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate y'all for being here. No stream tomorrow or Saturday. Do not forget, we are doing a Codex Journal giveaway on Sunday. Make sure you come check it out. For anybody who does not know what the Codex Journal is, it is a great way to track your games, keep up with anything, life totals over here, and all your stats over here about how the game could go. So make sure you check it out. Exclamation point Codex in the chat. But we're going to be doing a giveaway on Sunday, so make sure you come hang out and see what it's all about. We're going to give away 2 journals on Sunday. So anyway, guys, thanks for all the follows and the subs tonight, all the memberships on YouTube and all the subs on Twitch. I really appreciate all the love and all the support you guys, showing tonight. Everybody really coming out in full force and means a lot. I am going to get out of here, though. Good luck at ProQuest, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a good night, guys, and take it easy. Kyle requested 5 subs of water.